Hello. Hi, good morning. So today project we are going to be building a stock alert for a store. Okay, so if the store is running low on products, right, it will send email to the manager, right, you send email to the manager to say, oh, okay, go and restock some certain goods, right? So we'll be doing that using Google Sheets, right? Google Sheets and our n8n, right? So you can give this documentation a read. You can follow step by step to get you want to build the same, right? So let's say you are running like an hotel that has a lot of departments, right? A lot of departments, and each department is, is requesting for this, is requesting for that. Let me say in a hotel you have a bar, a club, everybody's requesting for one or two or the other, right? So how this stuff will work is that the manager might not want to does not have a record of when the goose is low, right? So we want to create a automated system that we inform the manager every day, right, if some certain goods are running low, so you could request for more goods, right? So let's just go ahead and this is our final flow, right? We'll be creating this a trigger, right, a schedule trigger, then our Google Sheet, then we'll be using a code to filter out the Google Sheet, right, to get the filter out, like what we filter out, which is the goods and the item that is running low, right? The second code will be to get what is running low, right, and send it to this email, right, and this email is to send it out, right? So this is some way we are checking the Google Sheet for inventory every day, then filter out the stock, right, the one that is running low, right, then send an email, right? This is how it's going to work. Okay, so let's go ahead and start it out. So I already have a Google Sheet. I already have my Google Sheet. I limit central store inventory. You can create your own Google Sheet, right? So I have palm oil, Gary, right, and I set the minimum threshold to, right? So the Gary is currently at 12, the stock count is at 12, right, and the minimum threshold is 10. If Gary reduces to 9, right, 9 is lesser than 10, right, it will send me an email that, oh, okay, Gary is lesser than 10, oh, go and stock out, right? So we have mixed pie, a lot of things here. So let me mix Gary lesser than 10. Let me put this in 9. Let me put this in 9. So what else do you have? In a key 30, threshold 25. So let's just, I think that is fine. That's fine by now. Let's just go ahead and do it now. So we have our Google Sheet here. So now let's go to our work and add a schedule trigger. So click on the plus sign here, right, or you can go to add step here directly, still the same thing, and let's search for schedule trigger. Now this workflow will be running every day at midnight, right? But you can put what's it called, maybe 8 a.m. like every morning, right? Every trigger at hour, like every 8 a.m. it should be sending this workflow like to the email, right? So let's back. Then let's add our Google Sheet. So we have our Google Sheet here. Let's click on it. So what are we going to do in this Google Sheet? We're going to get we're going to get what's inside it. So let's click on get. Get, then your credentials. So I've already signed up my credential already. You can go ahead and do yours, right? You will just sign in with your credentials and everything. I've created my credentials, right? So the resource is sheet within the document. Okay. Then the document, which document are we getting, is create store inventory, right? So it enters into my inventory. I want to show you the inventory exactly. You see the name here, create store inventory, and the name is sheet 1, right? Okay, so let me go back. So set out store inventory, and the sheet is what? Sheet 1. You see it here, sheet 1. Yeah, fine. So I think that is fine for now. So let's back. So what we do we did here is to what is to collect our Google Sheets, right? So our scheduler, right? So let's back, and we have already give it an operation to do what, to get all the rows. So let's even try this out already, whether it will work. Right, let's say that we will get all the rows. Let's execute. Exactly. So wow, we got all our output. Yes, you can see, looking from here, you will see that we get all the rows and everything that is there, right? You can, if you compare it with the one that is inside the store, you see that it's still the same thing, right? Still the same thing. Everything, we got it. So let's just move on and add our code. Let's add our code. So let's click here, search for code. So for our code, we'll be saying you should either run once for all items or run once for each of the items, right? I think once for all items. We don't want multiple this. So we'll be using JavaScript as the language. Let's go and copy our code here, right? What this code will do is to filter out these items that we have here in this our store and give us the one that is running low, right? The one that's running low is because the one that is running low. So the code says, let me just copy it, paste it here. So it will be returning the filter item, right? This is an arrow function JavaScript, right? So it returns it filters out the items, then return it back as an item, right? This item, right? So it filters out the items, then return it back as an item, right? Inside an arrow function. Then it creates a stock, right? And turn the stock from string to integer, right? Because I think it's currently at string. It's turned into integer, right? And put it in the JSON format. So and exactly with the threshold too, it passes it as change it from string to integer. Then you sending it back to us, right? So let's back. And if we run this now, let's try to run this now. If we run this now, execute. So let's execute this now. Exactly. You see what happened there? Our code, what our code does is to give us the one that is on minimum, like the good that is running low, right? And these are the good that is running low here. We have Gary is running low, right? And Pamo is running low. All these things are running low. So it gives us the what we need exactly. So and that's what we need is another code again. What the code does is to filter, take all of this and send it as an email for us. So just type our code. Okay, let's go and copy the code for this. So you can see this also is doing the same stuff. Is we create a message as a constant, then we map through the items and send it as an item, right? The name is coming from the stock, right? The count is coming from the stock count, and the minimum threshold too. Then it's return name, and all of this. It's return is in this is the template literal. Let me copy it. Maybe you see it better from here. Okay. So it returns it as a template literal. In JavaScript, template literal allows us to send like a form of like a like it allows to send out, actually it allows to send out. So this is a template literal, right? And we get our name, right? This is getting our name, a dollar sign with the name inside. So it will be saying, or maybe Gary only, maybe the count maybe like 2 or 3, like 2, like Gary is 2 left, so thereabouts. That's what we're getting, and we are returning it back as an output, JSON output, right, which we are going to be getting from our email in a minute, right? This JSON output we'll be getting from our email. So that is all for this, right? Let's back. So let's add our email. Lastly, our Gmail. So Google Mail. Let's have our Google Mail. So we have auto actions here. So we'll be choosing send a message. I'm trying to send a message. So which credential? So for here to, you'll be collecting your credential. I already have mine here already. You'll be collecting yours, and we are sending what? A message. The operation is sent. I'm not getting anything. To which email? I provide my email. Following favor Olaoluwapo. So we have following favor Olaoluwapo at gmail.com. Right. So what's the subject of our message? We can say alerts, or should we say alert? Let me say alert. Alerts. You are rolling low on stocks, right? These are our subject message. So we can either use HTML or text. For this we'll be using text, right? Because this is actually internal stuff. It's like you are sending to a customer or anything, you have to make it look nice or whatever. But for this we'll be using text. So the message will be JSON.output, which we mentioned earlier that from our second code we are returning it back as a JSON as output.json, right? So we'll be doing that too as JSON.output. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's just go down. So we have our JSON.output here. So I'll be using it here in our expression so that we don't make a mistake. Our expression is actually JSON.output. So let's back. Now let's say our workflow. We have a schedule trigger, right, which we are going to be triggering, right? Then it goes to our Google Sheet, right? So our Google Sheet and gets all the rows that we have, right? Get all the rows that we have there. Then we added a code. What this code will do is to filter out all the items we have here and give us one that's running low on stocks, right? Then after we filter it out, then we are using this code, right, to get what we filter out and send it as and we turn it as an as a JSON output, right? Then we put it inside our we are going to send it out as our email, right? So let's go and execute the flow. So let's execute the flow. Okay, so it has sent a workflow is executed successfully. Let's go and check our email and see that we will get Gary and the rest. So I think it's here. Yeah, we have it here. No, sorry, my email, sorry, my email. So my email is here. So let me reload. Exactly, we have a lot. You are running low on stocks. If you even see this one, because I go the fear, say something's wrong is going on with your email. So we have Gary only line left, right? Palm oil only 8 left. Zobo only 5 left. Ogbolo seeds too. We have 7 left. Sharpman is 8 left, right? So you should go and stock up. You see this thing now, go and stock up. You are running low. So that is that for the project, right? It's pretty actually straightforward, right? So if you are having a big department that maybe you can't manage everything at once, you can create a workflow to simplify everything, right? To manage who took what take what, and what's going on in your in your workflow, right? So you can check. So for the step by step, sorry, for the step by step, you can you can check the documentation for step by step procedure, so you could follow along, and do your do. So thank you, bye.